would be Eternal City, not City of Water. Remaster. Entire time playing this game, I've gone down to this little pier here. Don't know what that has to do with anything, really. But you've got some boats here, and a little bit of water. Really have the same feel of the alleyway behind everything for the NPC cutscenes. It's been a while. It's a nice day. Actually starting a little mini vacation on a personal note, so let's kick the time off with a fun, relaxing activity, hunting down chaotic PKs. I know what you're saying, I tend to do that quite a bit, but honestly it's one of my favorite things on here. Must never have Adelaide in our party. And who do we want to pair up? Well, let's take Antares. Why not? Adelaide and Antares. That sounds fun. Let's generate an area word. Adoring works. Adoring, natural, and we should have berserker. I believe that's a word we got at towards the end of Volume 1. Which means I definitely went the wrong way. It was probably towards the beginning. Yeah, there it is. Adoring, natural, berserker. It's going to be one of the temple dungeons, and our goal is just to get the treasure in the beast temple. Oh, shoot, level 50, that's right. We can go to a different town. Derp. Let's go to Doldana. Too much Volume 3 there. I'm used to just getting any server strength out of the Netslung Gate. So what were those words again? Adoring, natural, berserker? Yeah. This time, go the correct direction. And find that it's every bit as difficult to get there from that way. So berserker must be dead middle on our list, just about. So yeah, level 100 area, monsters are just about right, and items we acquire will be just about right. Nice thing about max level, they make it easy on you finding the adequate challenge. Expect traps every time you run into one of these rounded hallways. This is the most prevalent of them. And we're going to start the very first room with a battle area. Isn't that convenient?
Bring it on!
Got Heavenly Flower saying, huh, what? What's going on? Help? It's Kira. Asking if we would be nice enough to let her PK us. Or perhaps, you know, not one of the chaotic PKs, but a very well-mannered one. Yeah, let's go with Wicked Strike. Change to the sights. Why not? And finish things off here, back with the Whirlwind. Get back to those Twin Blades. Again, experience not really the goal of this. We'll get a Lance Snake out of that. We're mainly looking for chaotic PKs, and, you know, building up the old meter for an awakening along the way. Don't need any Chim Spheres at the moment, but we will grab that fire barrel. Here we have a whole bunch of traps. We've got some blade traps, we've got some spike traps. Let this next blade go by. Run up this way. There we are. Now we've got two sets of monsters. They both look like pairs of Gob Cannon 77s.
Let's settle this quickly.
So we'll just go for surprise round after surprise round here. Armor Pierce or Twin Moons. Definitely going heavy sword there. Decide to go Twin Moons. And the second one goes down before I could hit the Rangeki, but I'm cool with that. We got our bonus from one. And plenty of support skills from Adley are going to build that gauge up like crazy anyway. Once again, charging in on the surprise round against the Gob Cannon. Got hit before our big heavy over-the-top slash landed. No Rangeki there, but the morale gauge is already full. Hey! Adley has acquired a new skill, Lazas. Really need to get out of this sword. Probably the least comfortable of the weapons for me in this. Got a pair of Gob Cannons guarding the doors. So we're just going to sneak into the side here. And from this side angle, we have a really nice shot at surprise attack. I could just switch naturally, but I'm kinda hoping for the Rangeki bonus here. So why, I don't know. I've already got the awakening. There it is. Switch to Whirlwind. Yeah, I've already got the awakening meter already full. At this point, it's just a matter of theatrics.
Pathetic. Show me some guts.
Now, Adley has already drained her supply of SP with just constant support. So we'll grab ourselves some simple fortunes there and continue along our way. A big boulder just bounding all over the place. Here we've got a trap door and hearing some springing sounds behind it, so it sounds like the lucky animal is going to be in the next room. Pretty much the same trap disarming idea as in Wizardry Tales of the Forsaken Land, so I'm very familiar with the timed button press thing. Lucky Animal gives us 8,000 gold. Not upset by that in the least. Although at this point, it's kind of tough to figure out what to spend gold on. Getting some fire barrels and light arrows. There's another simple fortune, and there's an Adler's key. Pick up one more fire barrel before heading back on our way. This is just all kind of blade traps here. That worked out very well, actually. Okay. Once again, 2 sets of Gob Cannon 77s here. We'll go with Wicked Strike. Didn't even feel like it hit anything. And back to the whirlwind we go for the finish. Such a fun death sound there. Whoa. Hey, Sayo got a weapon level up, and there's a lotus flower. How does the lotus flower look? Let's find out. Skill? No, that's not what we want. We want skill trigger. Oh, okay. Circular slash followed by upward strike. Yeah, it's only 3 SP more. We could do that. More Gob Cannons over there. Actually, kind of forgot about them. There we had our little Chim train on command if you're low on Chim sphere. Seattle is slowly regaining her SP, but now it's Antares who's spending all of his. See if we can't trigger a Rengeki here. Let's see what the Lotus Flower looks like. Yeah, I like that one. Actually took care of that so quick we had time to come back and buff the protective shield on the other Gob Cannon. Didn't quite get a second Rengeki trigger, but again, that's not the important thing. Here we've got another trapped door, saving our Chim spheres by disarming the traps instead of having to simply pay our way forward. One more hallway. Not really hearing any boulders, and that's because we've literally come full circle, and it's time to head up to the second floor. Second floor time. This hallway will very much have the rolling boulders of doom. And right before us we see a distressed Macagranti. Got some treasure chests and Adler's keys there as well, but the important thing is to help our buddy Macagranti out.
Chim sphere, please. Oink.
Gonna cost us 32, small price to pay for progress. After some wobbling, Macagranti flies off into the ether, right through the top of the ceiling and to a destination he probably didn't even know he was heading. Got to love the Macagrunt. More Adler's keys, more simple fortunes. So many of the simple fortunes. There are some simple mittens. We, of course, are just a simple RPG protagonist, making our way in this big old the world. Kicking some Chim spheres out of the Chim Chims just for fun. Well, also to replenish our totals, but, you know, fun. Almost had free reign through there. Adelaide gets nabbed just at the end, and here we've got 3 Duster Goblins. That lead one angled very, very close to the door, so we've got to just sneak our way in there. There we are. Back one kinda suspicious of us, but the front one forgot we existed because we moved 10 feet to the right. So it's time for a sneak attack, because that's how it works.
Crush you.
Big old scythe and we just kick him out of the way. Makes sense. Yeah, let's go with the Whirlwind. Let's do another one just for fun. Don't think we're gonna get all 3 on Rengekis, but hey, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. That's what the song tells me, and that's what I'm willing to believe. Picking up 2 fire barrels there. And the attention of more Duster Goblins. Now let's see if we can't just arrange this in a manner... No. Looking for an angle that'll let us kick a surprise Duster Goblin into the other 2. I just don't think that angle exists, and I can't help but feel that that was on purpose. You'll love to get those little ricochet shots. But it doesn't seem to be lining up here, so... try and get ourselves the surprise round.
You're open.
Well, we at least got one. Let's go with an armor pierce. And back to a whirlwind. Actually triggered Rengekis on all 3, just didn't have enough time for the meter to recharge before we got there. Picked up some healing potions along with a fire barrel there. So all things coming up in our favor so far. Just squeeze our way through. We're seeing some Gob Cannons united with Duster Goblins here. Go after this right side grouping first.
Watch your back.
Gob Cannon's the larger target, giving us more of an area to look at as far as the surprise hit goes. Just stick with Whirlwind, as I have no clue the status of the Duster Goblin, and I don't want to lose the Twin Blades to the next surprise attack. Antares approves and gets a weapon level up himself. So all 3 of our party members have got weapon level ups, and would you look at that, we got a pot full of the magenta Chim Chims, which should easily put us back to 999. Angle on this one's going to be tough. Duster Goblins at diagonals, but facing the doors. Maybe we can... There we go. Should be able to kick that Duster Goblin into the Gob Cannon. Let's give it a shot.
Watch your back.
Yeah, only 3 damage, but the important thing is, you know, the effect. Because again, it's more about the theatrics force at this point, not the mechanical. Let's go with the Lotus Flower. Actually ended up getting both of the Duster Goblins on that one. Kind of fun thing to see there. let's just imagine. Okay, there we are. Get back to Whirlwind. Saw that Rengeki trigger out of the corner, and as I learned a couple months back, you can simply change the target when you pop up the skill trigger with the direction button, which would have saved me a lot of frustration maneuvering when I originally played through this, but you got what you got. Actually picking up a decent amount of experience in this dungeon. Another battle zone here. The battle area, as it is clearly designated. Let's see what we got. Looks like we've got another twin blade. This one is attacking Isolde. She says, "You there, come help me immediately. If you allow harm to come to a single hair on my head, I'll never forgive you. Got it?" Well, since she asked nicely. It's Pilgrim. Yet another not chaotic PK, but he is here to exercise his PK rights. You know, I applaud him for that. Let's do the same. Got put to sleep, and I'll applaud him for that, but I'll also finish him off with a flashy cutscene looking whirlwind. Skill trigger whirlwind is just a pretty looking attack on here. Pick up a magic dial-in. Isolde goes, "Oh my, you again. You want a reward, right? Very well, there you are." I feel like we should be saying, "Oh my, you again" to Isolde if it's this common. But simple fortunes and a coupon, we're cool with that. Big old trap room here. Ooh. That was a lot of blades in a short succession. Rest of the room played nice with us, so we're already looking at the best angle for this encounter. Gonna just squeeze inside the door there. I honestly wasn't sure we'd be able to do that.
Watch your back.
And yeah, it looks like the Gob Cannon is in fact our one and only option for this particular combat. Just enough to finish off the Duster Goblin on the Whirlwind. Nice to know your finisher is in fact necessary every now and then. Love those little chain of 3 hits we get at the end there.
This is a piece of cake.
Tiseo talks about cake for a bit and gets another weapon level up. Just gaining all the weapon experience here today.
I'm sorry.
Glad we could do it for the stream. Also glad to get back and play some .hack GU. Let's go for an armor pierce. Nothing fancy there, just straightforward lot of damage. Really, as it should be with that attack. Ooh, got cancelled out just before our attack landed. Go ahead, switch to a whirlwind. Rengeki trigger saves us from hitting that big old heavy sword attack and gets us into more comfortable weaponry. Picking up a speed talisman. I know I've said a bunch when I would play Infection, Mutation, Outbreak, and Quarantine, the PS2 games. I didn't really use speed charms, and it wasn't until I started playing Fragment online even that I started using them, because I just didn't see the point aside from the goblin races. Kind of the same feeling here, I just don't use the speed charms. Floor number 3 of the temple now, and nothing here but the old beast statue. So we made it. Go ahead, hit our platform rest. We never did use our awakening, but at the same time, we're only 26 minutes in, and we also haven't found a chaotic PK, so we'll probably run one more here. Get a Wrath Fenlong, and that's gonna do it. See the statue just up and disappear instead of dropping into the abyss. Before we leave, though, gonna get a visitor. And the guys of some Chim assassins who've decided we have too many Chim spheres, and so they came to get kicked in the head. I don't know, that part never really made a ton of sense to me. Looks like we did everything but destroy a bunch of objects. That's gonna get us an A rank and a healing storm. Now before we go any further, let's go ahead into Shop Acorn and check with our buddy Gaspard, who's been selling items for us at a far higher price than they ever needed to be. You know, for friendship. Someone bought an item. Someone bought 128,000 gold worth of items. Okay, let's manage some goods, huh? Well, we got some items we can go ahead and condense via alchemy later. What do we have here that we can get rid of? I have some spells there. That's good to know. Do some fire barrels. Earth rain. Light arrows. Probably doesn't surprise many people watching my stuff that those are the first things to go. Hold on to our coupons for now. Now let's do some equipment. Why not? Don't think we're gonna have much for the broadsheaf at this point. Or the file crust. Gust Frock is just kinda hanging out there. And some rough steel. So there we go, chance to dump off some items. Now let's make our way back in and hunt us another berserker. The field, that is. Or menu, area word. Looking for something to generate in the 90s here. Yeah, let's do endless. Usually a word I stay away from. Mainly due to the fact that in Fragment, endless is usually where people put the this is going to take forever fields. Although I don't know, since I have a bit of time this weekend, I may go ahead and check some of those endless combinations out, see what's there that's going to be some fun. Let's go to Endless Friends Berserker, that sounds good. Once again, looking for the statue in the Beast Temple. This is going to be one of those dungeons that sort of goes down through a valley. Yeah, you can see that waterfall around us. Big giant grass and got some ferns and things. Kind of a neat look. Looks like we have a trap room right off the bat, all kinda spike traps, got some steam vents, got some spotlights. Got way too close to the corner there. Okay. First room past that has a battle area. And looks to have an encounter separate from that, but let's go ahead and take out this battle area first. It's Wise Dragon, just being stalked by some duster goblins. Love when you get the residual damage going on in one of those attacks. Just makes it that much more special, I think. Of course, so does finishing off an opponent with a big drawn-out combination before they could even hit the ground. A triple Rengeki on that.
I guess we did it.
Promising start. Yeah, as you could see, when you hit those Rengeki triggers, the experience can really mount up in a hurry. It says, don't forget how it felt to save me when dealing with anyone else. Because, yeah, you know, that's why we're here. Simple Fortunes and the coupon as thank you.
Okay,
And
tough guys, bring it on.
the entire time the other encounter was just sort of walking up to us saying, hey, what are you doing? Oh, let's go for a Lotus Flower.
Lotus flower.
Doesn't quite finish the Duster Goblin off, but gives us a nice area attack in sight. Chain Whip decides to blow up. It was a little bored with us by that point. Finish off this final Duster Goblin with a Whirlwind, because why not? Again, it's the prettiest attack. You get plenty of camera cuts to make the action seem like really intense and visceral. Time to pick up an Adler's Key. 62 of those in store. All kind of Adler's Keys in this room, which makes me feel a little better about walking directly into a dead end and deciding to step on as many spike traps as possible en route. Now it's time to make our way down to the dreaded bottom of the trap room. Dreaded only because trap rooms are the worst. It's a steam door, so that's going to cost us 5 Chim Spheres.
I'm sorry.
Get the surprise on that Chain Whip, and away we go. Keep with the Whirlwind. But I hit the wrong target. So wasted a perfectly good Rengeki trigger there. Once again, important to double check that your target is your target. Didn't even realize there was another Duster Goblin there. It's not completely out of my field of vision. So at least we'll get one successful Rengeki out of this battle.
I didn't even break a sweat.
Oh, there we go. Giant mushroom. Let's get some more king spheres. Back up to 999, which I'm sure the game will be taking some off of us with an arbitrary Steam door. Oh, right about here. See what we got going in this room. Treasure chest to that side. Couple goblins down at the bottom. Hey, we have a trap chest. This is the 3-second variety, so it's just going to be face buttons, one press of each, and we're done with them. 1.3 seconds left. My bad, it's a Duster Goblin and a Chain Whip. And they are mobile, so getting the surprise round is going to be a matter of timing and maneuvering.
Watch your back.
Best possible result there, kick the Duster Goblin right into the Chain Whip. Okay, we are focused on the Duster Goblin. Get a whirlwind, and that should pretty well do it for the entire encounter, honestly.
This is a piece of cake.
Did have to put a bit more damage on that Chain Whip, but couldn't even get to the Rangeki trigger in the time remaining in that battle. Once again, Giant Mushroom is going to allow us to get back up to 999 Chim Spheres. Not that it's required or necessary, but it's nice to have maximum of something just once. Seeing that waterfall tells me that that way is the stairs down to the next level. So let's go back and finish off a bit more of this one. A little bit of backtracking here, but again, we're after the chaotic PKs, and we can leave no stone unturned in that pursuit. Just seeing a Chain Whip and Duster Goblin combo here.
It's my turn.
Got a good kick on the Chain Whip. Another whirlwind finish.
I didn't even break a sweat.
Nearing the 40-minute mark on the stream here, Volume 2, .hack.gu, the last Recode remaster, playing on the PS4. Very calming visual palette. I remember when I was playing through, if I would play late at night, this would be one of the field types I would find myself dozing off in, because it's just so soothing and relaxing.
It's that again.
Another thing that's rather soothed and relaxed is a face-down Mecha Grunty. A little angsty though, so let's go ahead and give it some Chim Spheres and get it back on its way.
Chim Spheres, 120% resupply complete.
I'm thinking maybe the fact that he's filling to 120% may be hurting in the long run. But who am I to say? I've never created a mechanical Grunty. One more healing storm for our efforts, and now let's see what Floor 2 has in store for us. Alright, starting with a tree of Duster Goblins. Get a nice kick there, all three affected. And that's really what we're going after, because it's the funniest looking of the results. Well, we did get one Rangeki in there, and that's going to push the experience up a bit. I think next encounter we'll use the Awakening. Because why not? Down to 961 on the Chim Spheres. Got a battle area. Hey, if that's our chaotic PK, that would be wonderful. Saving Corporal Yano, who says, if I retreat here, my army is done for. Requesting assistance. Hate to tell Corporal Yano this, but he's soloing. We've got Suzuki of the Seven Seas. It is in fact a chaotic PK. He goes, whoa, you're Hiseo. Nice. Glad to meet you. You know, it's good to run into people who know people. Nice to see Suzuki of the Seven Seas, really liking the little wrist blade thing he's got going there, but now it's time to get to business, huh? Says the Terror of Death, Mr. PKK himself. Man, that's pretty awesome. So I guess if I beat you, I'll be recognized as one of the top PKers, yeah? I'd hate to pass that chance up. Well, it seems like we're on the same page, huh? Us versus Suzuki. Time for a Divine Awakening.
Hey, that's good.
There's 3 seconds added.
I did it!
Perfect.
That was great!
Here it comes. Are you ready?
Hit 60 times and 60 seconds on that, and now it's time for the big flashy cutscene. Got the scythe going. Poor Suzuki, watching us just slashing down from the full moon above.
We did it!
And the battle's over just that quick. But hey, right place, right time, huh? Get another magic dial in. Corporal Yano says again, thank you for your assistance. We're practically comrades in arms now. Yeah. Earth Rain and a coupon. So yeah. Good having time to use that awakening, huh?
Watch your back.
Now it's time to build to the next. Shouldn't be too big a problem. Especially with an early Rengeki here. Not sure how many more we're going to get though, as we ended up hitting all 3 Duster Goblins with that Whirlwind. Actually kind of a neat effect there. So there's 2. And between that and Adelaide casting Wrath, we're actually pretty darn close. 3 for 3 on the Rengeki triggers, and would you look at that, we're up over halfway on the gauge in the same room we used the Awakening. Adelaide picks up another weapon level up, and that's going to give her Lao Rep. Always good to see healing spells go to the Harvest Cleric. We are happy with that. We are happy with more Adler's Keys, and we are happy with more Chim Spheres. This room was just positive all around, was it not? Picking up a fire barrel. There's a platform. Don't forget, we get a platform rest once per field. Nice little reset of the stats. Not going to use it just yet.
I'll crush you.
Once again, 3 Duster Goblins, and that's kind of easy pickings for us. All about the Rengeki for us at this stage. And the Awakening meter is back up to full. Did not take us long.
I guess we did it!
Nothing else that way. Time to make our way back and see what other directions we can travel. Up. Go ahead and kick the giant mushroom again. They'll replenish after a short while. So you could just sit there and camp one out if you're really worried about having your chim spheres fully replenished. Make our way down here. We see an already open door, which means it's going to shut behind us the moment we step in. Showing us the chim sphere fuel tank we'll need to open. But first we should probably take care of these duster goblins.
Let's settle this quickly.
One of the nice things is you don't necessarily have to take care of them, and I know that sounds kind of common sense, but in R1, once you were in a dungeon, there was no way to simply run from combat. So if you were perhaps looking for a broken treasure in an over-leveled field, you either partied up and got the thing, or you were SOL. Which, again, doesn't seem like a big deal out of the start, but when you're playing Fragment, if you're trying to play a more stealth-based character, you just can't do it. You've got to back it up in the dungeon. So at least having the option here in the GU games is nice. "15 chim spheres will unlock the doors for us. Let's see what we got coming this way.
You're open.
Didn't get the other two duster goblins on that kick, but we sure launched that one the entire way across the little battle area. Not even invisible walls, just translucent walls designating the little circle of room you have to fight here. But even that kind of makes sense in the context of the fact that this is meant to be a representation of an MMO. And open world battling amongst everything seems a little overly messy for the purposes of how they have battle set up. Actually, quite a bit of discussion as to how viably a game in this style could be made into an MMO. I don't really think it would be a viable MMO, but if you could just take the arena model for the PvP and do a 2-on-2 or a 3-on-3 multiplayer PvP based on the GU style, I think that could really have some teeth and kind of be a fun multiplayer experience. Oh, I thought I had the surprise round and they discovered us all the same. Well, safe to say we're probably not A-ranking this one, but we got what we wanted out of it. We got our chaotic PK, we got to use our awakening, and had a rare moment where my timing was absolutely perfect on these Volume 2 awakenings. Once again, 3 for 3 on Whirlwinds versus the Duster Goblins. Finishing with a flourish.
Splendid!
We must have a bonus XP thing on one of our items, probably the armor, knowing me. Not really needed once you have maxed out level, but oh well. 3-second trap chest here. Nice and easy. Get a broad fenlong. Been that way. Got kinda turned around. Let's make our way to the next floor down. Shouldn't be too much in it aside from the statue. I'm only saying that because we've already uncovered 4 of our 5 platforms. Well, we're seeing an Adler's Key right away, and by the nature of the room, I would expect a battle. Got some Duster Goblins.
Watch your back.
Nice whirlwind, picking up some accessory damage on a background Duster Goblin. Which we will go ahead and finish off with a whirlwind, literally off the back of our last combo. Final Duster Goblin won't be around long enough for us to hit with a whirlwind, which is good because our SP is kinda getting low at this point. Simple mittens. Not really a huge concern. It's not like there's going to be a boss attack. The closest thing we'll have to a boss attack is more Chim Assassins. And we know how easily we deal with these. Get some surprise conversation and while I'm button mashing, and it's good to know that Adelaide thinks everything looks beautiful when we're around.
I understand. You're very fast. As a result, I give you this.
Oh, okay, that's 5 platforms on each level. Oh, well, that's both encouraging and discouraging. I kind of forgot that. All kind of spotlights and everything here, but a relatively easy trap room to go through. Open the old steam door. There's our battle. Chain whip and a couple Duster Goblins. Room looked so empty at first.
I'll crush you.
That should finish off both that Duster Goblin and the Chain Whip, meaning we don't have to deal with that pesky explosion. We'll go ahead, hold off on the Rengeki there. Again, just kind of stretching out the SP at this point. Don't really want to use a restorative item, because that's just me. This is the direction we want to go. Dead end room, so no, probably wasn't the direction we wanted to go. Get Adelaide's battle cry of "I'm sorry." Got our choice of Rengeki triggers there. We'll go with the one closest to us. Now it's time to get some work in on the Chain Whip before it gets bored and blows up. Last Duster Goblin's still hanging on, so we get to finish with the Flourish. Right by the visible wall. Time to make our way back across. Steam door. In case you're wondering how I know there's steam doors and not trapdoors, trapdoors are really only in that type of dungeon that we played through in the first run. Hey, another battle area. Don't think we'll be getting too chaotic PKs, but what the heck, it's worth a shot. Nope, 3 Duster Goblins harassing Apple Star, who says, Oh, I'm sorry, can you please help me? It's probably the nicest we've been asked so far, so absolutely, Apple Star gets all the help we can muster. Nice close-up there on that whirlwind. And Tara's just kind of looking on because we're pausing these combats like it's an episode of Saved by the Bell. 3 whirlwinds to finish this deal off. Don't think we're going to get any more weapon level ups here. Apple Star says, thank you so much. Please take this. More simple fortunes and a coupon. And there's totally another encounter in this room that I completely missed. Would have never noticed it if not for that little blue arrow. Really can't get away from these guys either.
I'll crush you.
Finally do get an angle that allows us a surprise round. Not a whole ton of reason to be trying for those, as we know we've kind of blown our S rank by about a country mile. SP really getting low, but we're on such a roll with these whirlwinds. I just can't help myself. Let that one go by. I suppose I could take a platform rest here sometime soon. Coming up on the hour mark, so this will probably be it for us in terms of running today. Got a steam door right above us.
It's my turn.
Kick the Duster Goblin into the chain whip. And that rare sights for me playing GU or just about any game, a successful defensive maneuver. Block the chain whip on its charge attack and finish it off, what the heck, with a Lotus Flower, because it's been a while since we've had anything but Twin Blades up. Did that simply because the absolute propensity we've had for what you're seeing here, which is a Rengeki finish against a Duster Goblin. I always like getting back to the Twin Blades to start off the battle, because I feel like thematically that's where Hiseo would be. Also like to change them in battle because I just think that's more fun. Picking up fire barrels and simple fortunes aplenty there before moving our way back right. Yet another steam door here. And there's our statue. No, we don't quite want to go to town yet. Let's heal for the sake of healing. And now let's see what's in the box. It's another Wrath Fenlong. Okay, sure enough, it is time to go back to town. Still got an S rank on the dungeon, we'll take that. And picked up a Covetous Fortunes. Folks, I want to thank you for checking in, seeing how things are going. Hopefully this was an enjoyable stream. We set out, achieved our goal, had some fun along the way here in some .hack GU. Hope you have a fantastic day wherever you are and whatever you're doing. This has been a Grumpy Old Guy Gaming. We'll see you later.